review it with you guys and see what was possible. Yep, definitely. Good.
Yeah, because Bazza with his,
Yeah.
they created a board meetings portal. So I know, yeah. But what it meant was internally, and this thing isn't live; it's only live internally, not externally.
Right.
So what it meant was they could upload all the board meetings stuff.
Yeah.
And when they came out with the new sport proposal or whatever it was, what do they call it when you go for your budgets and stuff? It's a sport.
Oh, the whole sport plan.
The whole sport plan. So
Yeah.
they've banged all that stuff on there as well. So internally, they can send a link round. They can go to the portal, and there it is.
Their executive board seems to be a lot more IT literate than ours.
Yes.
They asked us to put a black and white logo on the papers so that they could print it black and white. Seriously.
All right, good.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a serious request.
Wow, that's a gem.
And when I challenged it, Mark just said, "Don't even bother. Just put black and white logo on it."
Really?
Yeah. They're honestly so backward. So that sounds like a great option if we had a board that were able to use the computer.
It's slowly changing.
Slowly.
Yeah. You could create the portal and print it out.
Yeah.
Give them a PDF document. Sam actually sounded that noise about it. That's actually quite possible. That's a good idea.
Create a PDF of the whole website.
No, that has been another request. Can you print the pages of the website so I can send them to the people who haven't got internet connection?
I mean, logical in a way, but
it's like
slightly worrying.
People, their little
Wow.
Wow. Do they send out like a nomad with the PDF to walk to their house wherever it is that they don't have?
The guy sat next to the huge book with 5 editions, and then he writes the note on it, and he goes, "You're going to Dave down the road." oh, Dave! Oh, come round, time to tea. Brilliant.
The pigeon got shot. What do we do?
Pigeon down. Oh dear.
So
right,
for me,
okay.
I'm letting the board do what they want and will be reactive to their questions, but I want to obviously look at it from the people who use it, the size of it, rather than trying to appease.
I think the English cross section just needs to be just for resources, archives, and key information about our coaching and stuff. At the moment, I think it acts as obviously as a little homepage. I'm not sure if it necessarily needs to be like that. Whether it just needs to be a load of CTAs.
Yeah, because when we originally set this up, it was essentially
it would
3 sites within one site, wasn't it? And it looks like
me.
you're just kind of wanting to break that down further.
Yeah.
I think having the courses and vacancies is very key because they are used on a regular basis. But I think the news section and the videos and the images and stuff like that are on that page is not necessarily required from my point of view. I don't know what you think, Caroline.
Yeah, I mean, Sam works with this every day, so Sam should have most amount to say.
You're saying that news.
For example, we're trying to fit a lot of all the sub-menus. We've tried to fit in a lot of different things underneath those and try and come up with titles so we can fit it on that top bar.
Yeah.
So officiating and rules has got stuff in there that really should have its own sort of subsection or its own section of its own. Same with coaching thing and sometimes governance as well.
I suppose there's more to go in there as well, isn't there?
Um,
Or is that about right for the content that's going to go in?
In there, probably about right. I mean, we've got stuff like the coaching newsletter, how like sign-ups and stuff like that, but that can go in newsletters. But this is we worked on this already, and I think this is probably somewhere where it should be at the moment. So we tried to break it down to sort of CTA, and then the key information that you need there.
So are you I guess are you thinking about individual?
It's more
Cool.
so. First of all, we want to change the terms, don't we, on the homepage?
Yeah, I think lacrosse talk now with we used to obviously have this. We used to have like a printed magazine, and this was essentially our magazine site. And I think it now needs to, I don't know how we're going to do it, but it needs to be something which is more relevant. So it's more of a destination as soon as the people come on the website when they go for news and information. The problem we have is we have things like camps, which is probably going to become a portal of its own, which can come out there. You know, we've got leagues and results and result service, so like get involved as well.
Right.
There's loads of different things that we.
But so I mean, the get involved section, for instance, that could become its own portal, because that's sort of if you want to start playing lacrosse, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
And that would be much easier to manage as a portal and make it look good as a portal than it is like that.
Right.
So that's one of the. So I mean, if we go through it and say what would become a
Yeah.
portal,
Yeah.
we start at Team England. Team England's got a lot of functionality in this site that probably makes it easier to remain here, because you've got all the player profile pages,
Right.
etc., which work well. If it weren't for that, I'd probably say we could create a portal here too, but maybe that's more of a medium term.
I think it works well there section.
So
It's
we're happy.
The problem is though, it's not responsive, is it?
No.
So what's going to happen is people are going to be coming to the site and then flicking between responsive ones and non-responsive ones,
I know.
which is a bit of a.
Yeah, it is. But in terms of, so we can't afford to make the whole site responsive, and at the moment we can't afford to do as much portal development as we need to make the whole site run through portals.
Right.
So I think it's going to have to be let's see what we can do.
One step at a time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and just take the hit and just know that some of it isn't going to be mobile responsive.
Right. Okay. So are you going to start with the key areas where the sites that are getting the most traction?
I'm going to start with the registration, because it's so fundamental to the business to work.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Team England is staying where it is.
Yeah.
We don't need to worry about that. No. Great.
And it's all right called Team England as well.
Right. Okay. Cool.
And then Lacrosse Talk is going to be renamed, but also I think again, this is like a stepped process, but we'll look to get involved to a portal.
Right.
News is fine, and actually it's probably going to be called News or something. So.
Yeah, I think
Which you're saying it's the destination point for kind of all your stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super League's under review, so we'll leave that there at the moment.
Okay.
Leagues is a difficult one because we don't control them as a central point. So they just get the iframes based, aren't they?
Yeah, we need some. Hopefully, we just launched the National Lacrosse Committee, so I'm hoping that this becomes a key topic, because at the moment it's every single one of these I've got a different result service at the moment.
Right.
I'd love them all to be on the same one. On that one, but it's convincing them at the moment. These work. It works as a iframe. I think it works fine.
Right.
You know,
So these are iframes into somewhere else
just
into.
iframes, yeah,
Right,
from
okay.
a company called League Public.
Oh, right, okay, yeah.
So at the moment I would leave that as is.
Right.
What's going to happen with the individual registration process is it's almost like devolution in terms of all the regions are going to have a lot more autonomy over lacrosse within their area. So the trick with Paul is saying that the individuals are going to have to start paying a fee, but actually what we're going to do is leave the league fee, which is what clubs pay to participate in the league, down to regions to decide. So it could be that clubs pay less on a whole to enter a league, which would make the individual payment seem a lot easier. but we've left it up to regions to decide that. So it could be that they pay a lot more money. So, for instance, the South East Women's Lacrosse Association is going to continue charging what they're charging now, plus the individual fee, because they want more money to develop lacrosse. And that's fine if that's how they want to sell it. That's how they want to sell it. But then they will then be able to bid for more money from the central pot to develop more lacrosse in it. But they would have to do so. It would be very much like Sporting England.
Right.
You submit a plan to show us how you're going to develop lacrosse, and then you can bid for money and attribute it and measure the success rate of that. So that's how we're going to structure it. Which means that we can probably go back to them and offer them a league result service that they all have to buy into, or they all have the choice of buying into, which would create a more consistent look and feel and service. But that's a long term thing, because you basically got to convince those people who think they know better. So that's how it is
Great.
at the moment. And results and fixtures is pretty much the England results and fixtures.
Yeah, I don't know if that we move this into Team England and just have it as Team England, because we don't use it for anything other than Team England.
Right.
It makes
Is
sense,
that,
doesn't
is
it?
that possible?
Yeah.
Is it a simple thing? Just moving over?
Well, it's just a case of changing the placement within the URL, and then we'll 301 it.
But I've tried to look at it to do it in the site structure before, but it's not visible.
Yeah, you need to do it for the database.
Yeah, it'll be because certain things, how information is pulled into the different areas, it will be kind of within the code in terms of how you do it. So we can do it for you, but yeah.
Still can't delete those two fixtures.
Is that the thing that you sent me?
Yeah.
Yeah, the guys are looking at it at the moment.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
I think there's an issue with the one with the plugin or something. I don't know. They're just looking at it at the moment.
I couldn't delete them.
Oh,
I
you
tried to
can't
delete
believe
them.
it. I thought you couldn't believe them.
Well, the England USA score, I played this, so I can believe that score.
Cool.
Right.
And then English lacrosse is fine as being called English lacrosse?
Yeah. Do you think the game or?
Problem with the terminology is everyone has a different view.
Yeah, probably just to keep it English lacrosse.
Yeah.
So, is there anything from an SEO point of view?
Yeah, it's the only reference that you make really to the brand
Right.
on the site, so it would make sense to keep it as.
Yeah.
Keep it as English lacrosse, and then obviously we just need to how we do that.
So you don't want this coming out as a portal and things.
Well, what we would look to do is move coaching out as a portal and officiating out as a portal.
Right. Okay.
As I say, sort of, that would be the medium term plan.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. That kind of at your full pelt.
And in terms of what the requirements the portal would need is something that Sal and I can look at and put together.
In terms of what, sorry?
What if there's any different functionality in terms of the template of the portal to what we already have.
You said earlier, but you didn't mention it then, that you thought that governance might need its own portal as well.
No,
No,
I didn't say that. Did I say that?
All I've got is officiating and rules needs its own area, as does governance.
Oh,
No,
No,
it just needs
okay.
it just needs some sort of archiving
Okay, cool.
aspect to it.
it doesn't mean archive.
Or we just have or we just take it off and have a little contact us for, and we just store them
Yeah.
at head office.
We've reached an agreement with a particular board member that nothing over 18 months needs to be on the website, and we can ask for people's contact.
Because if you go into governance now, I've got like minutes from like 2010.
At least it's within the 2000s.
Why haven't we got an archive?
So I've just redone this section for
It's more of a document library that they need, isn't it, back end than an archive system.
See, that's annoying as well. You have to go to the top because the title's quite long. sub-menu.
Oh, there.
On the side.
On the left-hand side.
It's called ELA governance.
Yeah, governance.
Mm. Yeah, we do that. Audit governance.
Vacancies are fine, directory and contacts are fine.
Do you have many vacancies then going to the site?
Yeah.
We've talked about offering it as a service across schools and stuff.
Right.
I mean, we do it for across schools. I mean, it's fine. Anyone who's a member, so clubs, schools, universities, this is like a benefit to their membership that they can advertise positions
Right, okay.
on the site.
So we have one every week for townhouse. I think.
Yeah. And we advertise ours as well.
Right, okay.
And we tend to advertise quite a lot.
Yeah, we get quite a bit of traffic through it, and we also promote links back to there through Sport England, UK Sport. So
Right.
we just use that as a link directly to them, and then they apply via our own vacancy form.
Right, okay.
Cool. That picture, referees is no relevance to Joel's also for his ball.
They're all talking about if did you get the job? No, I didn't get it. No. Well, no, I applied for it instead. Actually, loser. Right. Okay then. So are you looking at keeping the same template then that you want for the each of the portals?
That's what I was saying. I think we need to review and see what requirements we need. I think so. I don't think. What's the with the media tank upgrade? Does that mean that will be compatible with the portals and you can So that's cool.
Yeah.
Can you just use the embed links, or can you search for like videos? You know, you got the option now to put media in. Can you search? Can you bring stuff straight from Media Tank? You know, when you're in the portal, it goes as a media, it's like a header, and you can click on it.
Oh, within the CMS itself,
Yeah.
you can click Add Media and then reference a video inside there. Yeah,
It's just embedding.
I think so. Yeah, it's
got
like
a
embedding a
short
normal
version.
link. Yeah. But what we're doing so. Ignore the crazy banner. We just put that in. Ignore the crazy cursor
To show
as
you
well.
that you can put a banner in.
Yeah, so you
basically.
can
Right.
you can add a banner on the home on the.
Is there a different example we can give just to show? Because I think that even the dimensions on that image aren't really great, are they?
Yeah.
Just wondering if there's a different one, as a BMC or something might be better.
The drum.
Really?
Yeah, Craig's looking for jobs.
Awkward.
My friend owns the site, so.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. That's a better one.
There
We
you go.
just bang something in, but
Yeah,
yeah, it's a
exactly.
bit nicer. Yeah.
BMC. They were in our office yesterday.
Oh, really? Well, there too.
Be Focus and just a company that I use down in London. Be Focus. They're like a commercial agency. I've just done some work for them as well.
Right.
It looks nice. That looks nice as well.
They got quite a lot of money.
So can we customise the header like
Yeah.
that?
So Craig's gonna go through all this with you.
They don't
all the
have a lot of money.
customisations.
Don't.
No.
You can make it look as nice as that.
Say again.
You can make it look as nice.
Like it looks like they have some.
Yeah, they generate a lot of their own video content.
Yeah.
Oh, what you mean on the one that's on the site?
Through
Yeah, just have
in-house.
like
In-house?
Right.
that lacrosse TV logo that we have on.
But they've
the
also
page,
got, because
just
they
have
are.
a small
Oh,
banner
you can
like
put that.
That's
Craig,
smart.
sorry, are you?
No.
I'm just saying from a customisation point of view
What?
about logos. So Sam was just saying that the English lacrosse logo that currently sits on the site, that kind of
Yeah.
Just the
at the
box.
box.
Like
You want to
something
actually
like
put the lacrosse TV logo that they've got as it's like a watermark on
that.
your
Yeah,
things
so like,
on all your.
I'd love to have it the same
But
as
instead of that logo, but yeah, I'm just thinking if Craig's basically going to go through what we've done for you, but that's why I just said bring up BMC because the banner was nicer than the image that we chucked in. And then we've pulled in all your videos into yours. Do you want to go on to theirs?
Well, are they all in?
Yeah, they are.
Oh,
It's
right,
all
okay.
sorted.
Right.
It's all
Okay.
sorted.
Oh, it's all sorted, is it?
All sorted.
Right, great.
No, we just had when we were migrating them across, all the poster frames didn't come across.
Right.
So yeah, you can have a nicer banner, but all your stuff's in there, and it's all within the channels that you currently got them in. and then you're just going to go through kind of customization points, aren't you? So first thing for you, absolutely, you can change the logo. We just put in what we put in just to kind of give you a bit of a sense and flavour.
Yeah. So okay then. So what does the video theme comprise of? So it's got the obvious home, which is the same as Media Tank 1. It had a home area, but what Media Tank 1 didn't have is the ability to surface on separate pages featured channels and or videos.
It also didn't have a decent search, did it?
And it also didn't have a decent search.
Could we have in featured? Have we got the option on each page? So, for instance, say if we have a Team England channel, if you go into Team England, can we brand that banner up just like Team England?
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh,
what do you mean?
Brand that banner up.
If you go to channels.
Let me go to channels now.
Separate branding on.
So there's the channels.
When you go to Team England, that's for a sake. Could we have our new logo on there? Or is it the same banner on each page?
It's the same banner on each page.
Okay.
But there is in the backlog, and it's not that far away because Jonty's working on it, is the ability to, why does my screen keep on freezing? Is the ability to have different banners on different pages.
Okay.
And you, well, of course you're okay, yeah, because you're not on my screen.
Yeah.
Wow.
People wearing sunglasses when they're being interviewed.
Oh, it's so cool, isn't it?
It's better than when people wearing sunglasses inside. That's really wrong.
It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why, but it just looks really weird. It's like, why do you got these
Rude as well, I think.
Vloggers always wear sunglasses because they can't, because when they're vlogging, it looks like they're looking into the viewfinder. That's why they always wear sunglasses.
Ah, right, okay.
I thought Casey knows that, and he was talking about it yesterday.
You're internet tips. I always think if you're talking to somebody and they're wearing sunglasses, take your sunglasses off.
Yeah.
You're talking to me.
Unless the glare is there.
Yeah.
The interview with Ashley Gloucester was probably the funniest one. She kept on referring to herself as Ashley Smith.
She's only just got married.
I was like, I had to keep on referring. You're married, you can call yourself Ashley Gloucester.
So you can see recent and most popular. Now, because all the videos have been imported from Media Tank 1 into here, they all have the same published date.
Right.
But what you can do, should you want to, is you can go into the individual videos and change the published date after when they're published, if you want to.
Okay.
Or going forward, when you upload new videos, well then the most recent one will be the most recent one. So it depends how you want to do it. Really.
But there's only 149, so you could do it in batches, a few a day for a couple of weeks just to change them.
Featured shows, obviously, featured videos at the top, and then it does order of priority, as in people have watched.
And do these guys select what's featured, so you can say this is a featured video?
Yeah, I mean I'm running through this.
Yeah, that's right.
She's just helping the key points.
Yeah, making sure I don't, because I'm going senile in my old age, making sure I don't forget things. So what normally happens, I think, and it's the same with BMC, they've got examples, so I'll get there, is on featured, in the back end, which I'll show you in a minute, I'll show you in a minute here, is the ability to add feature to a video. When you add a feature, that little icon will just come up in the top right.
Right.
Now, that is changeable, so you can upload your own image, and there are dimensions within the CMS that tell you what the dimensions of that image can be.
Okay.
So if you want to have something that covers the whole half of the screen, say featured or latest or whatever it is, then you can have that.
Right.
And if you want to stick it there, or in there, then yet again, you can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
But it's assigned to a corner. So if you are going to do that and you create, let's say, a half-page icon, then assign it to the right-hand corner, then design it from the perspective being there outwards, as opposed to thinking, well, that's the half the screen there, it starts there, it won't work.
So you put like almost like a bleed on it on the one side.
Well, it's got a left and a right alignment. It's got a top and a bottom alignment.
Right.
So if you think about that screen and you think about, well, I'm going to design the image from there to there, and then you assign it to the top right, then it just might look funny.
Right.
But if you assign it thinking, I'm going to assign that image and it's going to start here and come down that way, it gives it a different perspective when you're designing the image, when it looks actually on the screen.
Right.
Just bear it in mind, if you do something and it looks a bit funny when you've done top left or top right, it's probably the reason actually why you created the image.
Right.
Just something to bear in mind, really. Might even become apparent. Don't know, just raising it. So if you have got featured images, then obviously those featured images sit next to the main one. And if there aren't any featured images, then obviously it sits. Is it that one? Yeah, it sits full screen. Okay. And it's responsive as well, obviously. So yeah, again, mobile, tablet. It's just a responsive template.
Have you got rid of that? Waiting to, what was it? When you uploaded the video to MediaTek, you had to then make it mobile.
Yes. Yes.
Was it like three? I think there were three.
I'll show you.
Three steps.
I'm pushing you forward, aren't I?
No, it's fine. It's fine. So yeah. So what?
It takes all the. It used to take ages when you were
just annoying,
encoding it for all different things.
Yeah. So we'll take you through I/O so you can see what that looks like. So what I'll do is I'll take you through the changes that you can make to this, and it's all done via WordPress. So there's the back end.
So this have a separate WordPress CMS in a way, or it sit within the current CMS?
It sits as a separate login to the CMS. However, what we doing?
I was just going to say, but you can change your login, can't you? Change your password. Stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. That's right.
I don't know why that's relevant, but
That's right.
yeah,
I've always
okay.
given Sally's password.
So yeah, right, okay, yeah. So yes, essentially.
These two had a falling out.
No. It's like
sorry,
it's like your gran who comes in halfway through a conversation and she goes, "Oh, did he say apples? Oh yeah, we need apples." No, I didn't say apples. If you're going to add something, gran, add something that's a little bit relevant to the conversation. We're talking about something else. So anyway, how is your car, Dad? Anyway, no.
That's all right. I've realised that when Craig's presenting, he's like in his flow and he gets stroppy if you interrupt him, so I'll leave him to it.
Don't get stroppy. I'm just trying to talk you through the thing.
Yeah.
Do a little bit. Does it cook us a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm sorry.
I think you're straight to me.
No? Sorry, no? Apologise to you. I don't apologise to my wife. Anyway, yeah, moving on. Get down! Don't beat me again. I'll do what I want. Married you, didn't I?
Stop it now.
Yeah. I don't really be my wife.
See, I get back to Clint. That was fine. You just got
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
domestic violence.
Yeah. She has her own space when she comes into the house, under the stairs. So it comes in two parts. The video theme. It comes as part of this, which is part of WordPress, its own installation. And then what we have also managed to do is take it out or wrap it in a plugin wrapper so it can be implemented into portals. So it becomes a part of video plugin as part of portals. So what we're looking at doing at the moment is finding out what the easiest way is of taking the component that is video, which is part of the video theme, and then just injecting it into the portals that somebody has already. So you've got portals now. So how easy or how quickly can we grab that as a component and then just bang that in is one option. Or you can have the video theme, which is another option. But the idea of the video theme is for those that have MediaTek 1 and still want that separate space, then that repository of video content is there, it's separate, and you can still use it cross-platform. And there's no issues, so it's just a case of how and which way you want to work. Really, you don't answer the question now. I'm just saying what it comes part of.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. And the reason for saying that is that we have what's called the video settings here, and the video settings there basically is the video plugin that we've created for WordPress.
Okay.
So within the video settings there are general settings, there's MediaTek settings for legacy. You don't need to go into these when we hand these over to you. It's all been set up, it's all been done, so you don't need to worry about it. There's I/O settings in there as well, which again, it's all been set up, you don't need to worry about it. YouTube, should you want to add YouTube, then all we need to do is click that to enable automatic schedule of import videos. and then we say how many videos need to go into that. And if you've got a YouTube channel for lacrosse, which you have, then you would put the API key in there, the channel ID in there, and then you can apply. If you want to...
Do we have to still put all the tags in?
Do you have to still put all the tags in? The tags don't come through on the theme.
Right.
It's just the video content. So what it does, it imports the videos from YouTube. It'll import the title. It'll import any descriptive content that you've added into it, and the video and the post of if you've added one. It doesn't then pull through the tags in. It's separate to YouTube.
Okay.
But that shouldn't have that much of an impact, because tagging for YouTube means it's only there as a secondary for the search.
Yeah.
Whereas on ours, because we use a Elasticsearch, it kind of picks up title, description. So if your description's good enough, then it doesn't need your title. But if your title's not very good description, then it should be able to pick up both. So it shouldn't really need tags in any way. Okay. And also the way that we've created channels within the system as well also negates the need for tagging as well within the video theme. So when you import videos from YouTube, you can either automatically assign them to be draft, pending review, private or published. Okay. Now what that means is, if you want to run a competition, at a competition, to say, take the best 30-second clip you can, or at the competition, say why you're into lacrosse. Yeah. So you've got 30 seconds to boast about why you think lacrosse is great. Yeah. And then you can ask people to send those links to you. You can add them to your lacrosse channel in I don't know, what the fans say, let's say. And then you can tell the video theme to pull that channel ID content through. So all of your fan commentary and uploads will go into your lacrosse channel, so you can control them, and then straight away they'll be pulled into a fan channel on here, where you can then say, oh, do you know what, let's put that one live, let's not put that one live because there's swearing in it, let's put that one live or not live. Gives you a bit more control, and then you can release further information via the site to say, see if we published your content on our theme and our area. It gives people a place to go to then start looking at all the video content that's in there as well. Okay. So it allows you to do competition entries and stuff like that, which is quite cool. And also user-generated content, but it means you are controlling that user-generated content. And also if you've got a Vimeo system, you can put Vimeo in there as well. So when videos are uploaded, they come in as post types. Okay. So we have this one here, which is title, and it shows what the channels are. You can change the channels. When it was published, that can be changed. And the SEO title, meta description, keyword focus, they're empty, obviously, because there's no application of SEO. Yeah. And then you get your short code here, which you can then put onto the site, and it will display it. And that's the imported date, all of which are all the same, obviously, because we imported them yesterday or whatever it was. Yeah. So if I then click on that to edit, so you get your normal SEO Yoasty stuff coming in, which is great. All your channels in here. So if you want to assign it to coaching resources and how to play, you can then change the channels. Right. So what you're now starting to do is you're using IO as more of a repository of content. And then when it comes onto this area, you're saying, well, I want it to actually go there, there, and there.
So in this, as you would in the website, for example, in the channel section, can we have sub categories? So, for example, if we're in Team England under-19.
Well, let me have a look at. Bear with me. Let's see how this. I'm not sure. The first thing about IO is it doesn't understand channels. Right. Okay, and it doesn't understand sub-channels.
Just think it as pages.
It thinks it was a page. Now, what you can do through IO, you can. What can you do? I'll go through it in more detail later on, so it's hard to recollect how it actually interprets it. But you can assign it to be something. So when it comes through to the theme here, it recognises that and goes, oh right, well I interpret that as a channel. I think it's tagging. So it interprets that tag as a channel and then says, okay, all the videos that have that tag, I'm going to create a channel called Team England and associate all of those video content into it. That makes sense? Yeah. But as far as sub-channels, what I can do is I can have a look because, to be honest with you, I'm not quite sure. Oh, that's right. Okay, so I need to go to. That's what I'll do. Oh, it's there. Great. So channels, and what was it under? Was it into? Oh, there you go. Is that right? How to play lacrosse?
Yeah, as I saw it, as I asked because I saw it on there, so I assume it's like the normal
Oh.
normal site.
Bear with me. Hold, please. Yeah, so there you go. So there is a channel and there is a sub-channel into lacrosse. In fact, let me just tick that and update into lacrosse. And then we'll go up here and then I'll refresh that page. And then we'll go into channels, how to play. Ignore the rollovers for the moment, we can sort those out. And there you go.
Brilliant.
Wow, so there you go, just learned something. Didn't know I did that.
Now you know.
Brilliant. Well done, Sam, I won't charge you for that. Write that feature down, we can sell that to Barry. No, I'm joking. Yeah, so that's good. So we can do that then. Brilliant. That's happy days. And I'll take that down. Obviously, that is not that. And then update that. So your featured image, as you can see at the right there, is the poster frame.
Yeah.
Now, what I'm not sure of, and this is something you could probably test yourself, is if you remove that featured image and then upload another one,
whether that's it,
whether that takes that as a poster frame.
right?
So like last week, you had to tell you had to tell across the media tank to take a photo frame, so you just upload one now.
Yeah, I'm thinking that might overwrite it. Don't know.
That's a cool feature because then we can do some really cool stuff.
Yeah. I'll try it on a different account.
Okay.
All right. So let me. Can you make a note of that? Trying that feature, and then I'll let you know. So you've got the video. Oh, there it is. There it is. So if I go, God, it's so slow. Almost. It's a mirror. There you go. It's quicker. So if I and then update. Go to featured. There you go. So you can see it there. So it adds that little flag for you by doing that image, by selecting the video feature. Yeah. So video source is media tank, so it's showing you where it's coming from, and that's the unique identifier, which is reference to media tank. Description here, so yeah, again you can add more of a description there if you wanted to, and this becomes very much the controlling point now of all your content and how you then want to display it within the video theme. Now, the reason why it's got sync video with source is if you do want to change the content in there, all you need to do is either tick that or untick it. You untick it. If you tick it, it's a sync video with source. Keep video sync. Yeah. If that is unticked, it won't sync it back because it's seeing IO as the to video theme, and it's channels.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to be having to be logged in all the time.
Yeah.
You can just
Makes sense.
go for that one. It's whatever's easier for you.
Mm.
We find some people prefer to work in IO
Right.
because they think more from a publisher perspective and they want to be able to control all, like
Right.
BMC,
Yeah.
use that as the primary.
Yeah.
But then if they want to change particular content for whatever reason, you can go in individual videos and then just change them anyway. It's not a case of you tick that and it's the same for every single video. It's basically however you want to do it. But the reason why it's left unticked is because actually it's just pulling all the content in. But if there is one particular one that you want to add more content, then you can just go tick or untick, whatever it is, change the content, and it just won't sync with it.
Mm-hmm.
So the next time that you do a sync, it will sync everything apart from that video.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just whatever you're familiar with. Just play around with it and then see which workflow you prefer, and then go from there really. And the shortcode for that video is basically there, which can be pulled into. It can be pulled into portals, can't it? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You can basically place it.
That's what I was asking
Anywhere
before,
within
whether you can use the embed code from scratch.
You can put it anywhere within the page.
Okay. Good.
I think I've got a feeling you could probably even put it on your English across site as it currently is. I'd have to check.
We've done that in the past.
Yeah, I've got a feeling.
Right, okay.
I can't see why you couldn't. But yeah, all I'd have to do is check it. But yeah.
Okay.
And the permalink, yet again, if you don't want it to use the full title of the video, then you can just change the permalink to suit whatever you want to suit. Add new, it's not a difficult thing. You enter your title of your video there. You come down here, you select the source, and then you choose wherever you want to get it from, YouTube, whatever, and then away it goes. Channels.
Can you pull?
I clicked on the wrong one.
That'd help with the university game.
Yeah, if you want to excuse the pun, military term, rape and pillage YouTube for video content, then force import means you can import videos. So you click force import.
With the sorry to go back to the YouTube question, because we got some stuff that we did with Super League last year, like it's like an hour long, like a live stream that we've set.
Right.
It doesn't pull that whole video through in terms of file size.
It'll pull the whole thing through.
Or does it just pull the link through? Does it make it a media tank video, or does it keep it as a YouTube
Yeah,
video?
on YouTube it keeps it as a YouTube video.
Good, right,
Pulls the link through so you can go through and play it.
Doesn't pull the whole thing through.
No, and it doesn't pull through the advertising either from YouTube.
Good.
So it strips all that out.
Good. Okay.
So click there you go. Nice little irrelevant tag cloud. So here you got your channels. You can add a new channel. Here's all the list of your existing channels. You add new channel, it goes in, and it's just listed at the side there. Then you can apply videos later on. So you can add channels from here, or you can use, yet again, IO to create a tag that then pulls it through as a channel, or you can make this your primary for creating channels. If you want to import from URL, so what you would do is you would go to YouTube. There you go. for YouTube.
That's the film.
Oh, right, okay. That's freaky. Yeah, just pause you. Yeah.
So, for instance, if some other people create a video about, so for instance, a university team creates a video that we think is cool and we want to share on Media Tank, so we can't pull that video through.
Yeah, you can do, right. But you need, if you are this is basically saying, do you have a YouTube account? So right. English Across have a YouTube account. Right. So you'll have an API key as well. So you put your API key into the back end, which effectively we will do for you anyway. So we'll set it up. So if you can use, and then what the system does, it says, all right, so you've got an API key, so I can talk to you via the API key, and then you can basically pull any video from YouTube into your theme. But it just needs that API key first of all. Okay. Force import, which I mentioned. Basically, if you click force import, hit them, and it'll just count all the number of videos it's yet to bring in, and then bulk delete is kind of simplified really. You can select a lot of videos and then you can delete them all in one go. There you go. So I want to delete all the videos, delete just legacy media tank, delete IO, delete Vimeo, and it'll just delete all that video content. So you are customizing English Across. If you click the header, then you got the background color here, and it's just a simple of click, click, and it changes. So you can do whatever you want to do with it, whatever color you want to go with, and then all you do is just close that down. And then if you save and publish, that's it, done and dusted. You can apply a background image, although bear in mind from a visibility perspective, everything that's black will become the video image.
Everything that's black.
So on the screen there, okay. All that real estate that is black will then become the video image. So sorry, rephrase that because that one came out wrong. The background for that video page, everything that is black will become the background that is displayed. Yeah. So if you do want to put a background on there, you just need to think about the content and where it sits. Yeah. So best not to do.
So on the BMC one, they've got like a neat little sort of image that's like a full-headed image on the very, very top.
Yes.
Is that not what that is?
No.
Right. Is that custom?
That's their logo, isn't it?
I'm talking about, you've got the BMC logo on the left, and then they've got a nice cloud.
Yeah. Because if it doesn't refer to the whole thing and you want something like that at the top, just let Naomi know. Or if you've got one specifically, a design you want,
just design one.
Send us the image.
We use the Across TV logo up there. It's sort of nice and
Yeah.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah, yeah.
I quite like it. It looks quite smart, the BMC.
Yeah, so we'll send you the dimensions. You come up with the design. Took it to Naomi.
Is that not in the back end though?
Well, this is what I'm trying to find out now.
I think they are, because when we went through it the other day, that was one thing I thought, actually it's great that they've put the dimensions and everything in there, so we don't have to keep remembering which bits you need for each. So as you click on it, it's meant to come off. Have you tried disconnecting and reconnecting?
Yeah, I've tried, yeah. Let me try coming off some of this.
Is it actually loading?
Very strange. Are you browsing okay? Are you online there?
4G.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you want a hotspot?
Embarrassing that. So I went round to the digital agency today.
I'd give them a 4G
they
hotspot.
had to use my hotspot. How's that going? What did you do? Did you charge him? What did you did? £18 a minute.
Like when you go to an old school hotel.
Okay, here we go. Refreshed it. So hopefully in there. There you go. You're right. Cool. So yes, you can put your own image in there, and that's what comes up. So what I'll do is I'll get Naomi to send you what the dimensions are for that. Perfect.
This is really nice.
Yeah, well, yours can be too. You just need to. It's fine. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, it's come back now, but it is part of that image at the top. So we just need to find out. We need to find out, Nathan, what the dimensions are for that top. Yeah. And then Sam can crack on with that. Footer. Yet again, you can put your details in the bottom there, and then that's where it sits. And as far as icons, just so you can see, it's getting to be a painful demonstration of showing BMC, but. So they've got their logos in there, BMC and Sport England, which go to their respective sites, which is what these logos and links are
Cool.
in the bottom there.
That's good.
Yep. So your video tabs basically are these colours here. So tab background colour, red, and therefore your text colour is yellow, and the selected tab background colour is white. So as you can see there, that's selected, that's not, that's white, that's red, black, and white. Iconography is your featured thing, and therefore it tells you what the dimensions are as well. You can also change your play icon if you want to create a groovy lacrosse style play icon. You know, bear in mind that when people see it, they might not know what it is instantly, because it won't be a play icon that everyone's familiar with. So, you know, but if you want to change it, you can
You want it to be a particular
knock yourself out.
It's so cool one with the use like the crosshair on the side, like a playbook. Quite smart.
Beautiful. Brilliant.
Is it his element?
I'll get creative.
Go for it, buddy. And then, yet again, primary colour is red, so you can put your hex code in should you want to change the specific colour. Why is that not going? Oh, there you go. And then you've got secondary colour, whatever you want that to be. So if I click on that portal, yet again, yeah, it's exactly the same.
Ooh, that's a bad colour.
Really? Do you think so?
Tell why you're not designing.
Yeah, I thought I was doing all right. With that colour then. There you go.
Magenta.
Beautiful. It's the colour of kings. So your tertiary colour. So what I've tried to use bizarre colours so you can actually see where they're relevant. So yeah, I'll leave them there. And then your background colour, obviously. There you go. You can see what that is. I won't put that as bright pink. Click off there, and then your title text colour, and then your body text colour. Yeah, again, you can play around with that. Your footer background colour, so you can have a different colour footer background to the main window. Search box background, yet again, which is up here. You can change the colour of that, and then your search box text colour. Yeah, again, you change the colour of that if you want to. Site title and tagline, so put the national governing body for English lacrosse and tag title English lacrosse. Yet again, completely change those, whatever you want to do. Favicon with dimensions for each of the areas, so Touch, Favicon, and MS App. You can upload those individually. Microsoft.
Oh right, yeah. I thought it might have been like so you can bookmark in the app and down an app.
What is that? Oh, one of those. Ah, right,
You guys
okay.
did that. I don't know.
Right.
I've tried to do it with other pages on the site. And it doesn't want to do it. But I don't know why I did it for that one particular page.
Right, okay. Yeah, we'll give it a go. Give it a go. Uploading, sticking it in there. See what happens. But I would presume what that might is it might take the favicon icon. So upload it up, try it, give it a go, and let me know that works. Font, yet again, if you want to, you can enable fonts.com. You can put your account details in there, and then you can choose whatever headings, body title, text, all the rest of it can go in, which can go through the settings. So static front page. So your latest posts, in fact that's more theme thing than anything else, so you can know that one. Placeholder video, so I think that is all to do with the poster frame. So if you haven't got a poster frame on there, you want to upload your own poster frame, you can bang that in, so in any videos that you want to show, it just shows a static image rather than the video image. Banner, which you know about, you can see, which we've done already, which is in the main screen. Once that, it's gonna die. And there we go. And then you can put an absolute URL as well if you want to. So when you click that, where do you want to take people to? And you can, yet again, add it to the home page, add it to featured, and add it to single video page as well if you want to. And then you get your add this, share options at the bottom. So you can put, yet again, share icon color, all the usual stuff that you can do within the portal system is available within there as well. And you can just customize to your heart's content. Leave that page. And make it look as beautiful or as gaudy as you possibly want. Settings, because these are more, settings is a general WordPress settings tab, so there's no need to go in there. You know, it's not going to be relevant to this space. But if you want to go into any of the video settings, then yet again, you click on MediaTank.io settings if you want to, and you can see how that's created. So nothing's autoplay, obviously, because it irritates people. You can upload 20 videos at a time. The token you can get from IO, which we'll show you in a minute. And when videos are imported, you can either publish them straight away, or you can stick them as draft, pending, review, and private, depending how you want to do it. And the same goes for YouTube settings as well. Obviously, you can put all the same stuff in. That's where your API key goes in. And then your general settings, which is, yet again, enable import from URL, which is what you can do once you've got your API key in for MediaTank, for YouTube. Yeah. And then away you go. And then that's it really. It's quite simple. Yeah. You can't break it. No. So just play around and do whatever you want with it. Yeah. And then if you get stuck, then just give us a ring.
It's not live now.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. So we'll.
It's not live.
It's not on the front.
As in people.
No, but it's
live for me.
Yeah. It's a live URL, so you can log in and you can play. And if you use lacrosse.mediatank.studioscala.com, then that's basically where you'll find it. But Naomi will send you that. And I think we've already created.
Right. I can always reset it. I was checking.
Oh, there we go. So we've created a user for you already, but it's under Naomi, so we'll just change that over.
Okay. Yeah.
And away you go.
That's perfect.
Dead easy.
You can go and edit your profile, don't you? So you can change the
I've done that with my. I updated my. my iOS, and it just completely took all my notes.
They might come back in a few days.
Right.
Because I got the same. It just completely wiped everything when.
I had so much stuff saved in there, like loads of passwords for like
and about 3 days
social
later,
media accounts, everything that I sort of integrate. So annoying.
Yeah, no, I have the same.
Although some Instagram's finally joining the multiple account club now, so you can have like up to 5 accounts on your Instagram.
Okay.
So I don't have to log in and log out of every single account.
I don't have to do that. I log in and log out. So I've got one for personal, one for my cakes.
No, you can do it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh, is your cakes not your personal one?
Accounts of like
Wonder-
4, I think. 4
Which is even more random.
I wasn't stalking you.
No, I really don't mind. It's fine.
Awkward.
What's the one up for you, Kate?
It's called Happiness is Homemade, but the A's are 4s because somebody's already got.
What, multiple 4s?
Yeah, and you've got underscores between the. Really memorable between the words.
Cake is happiness.
No, happiness is homemade.
Happiness
But
is
underscores
homemade.
between the words and the A's are 4s.
Alright. Terrible. So this is. Do you want me to crack on?
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
through?
you're doing a standard job.
So this is IO, and it's a new login, front end login, my.mediatank.io/login. Development. So when you log in, when Naomi sends you the space, you won't see all of this, but what you will see is that.
Right.
Okay. So you can either drop or select files.
Okay.
So yet again, from your desktop, just drag them into the space and the videos will start uploading automatically. If you select a file, I'm not sure if this is going to go up. I don't think I've got any videos. I normally have a demo. Oh, there you go. Oh, God. No.
Don't do it.
No, I won't. Sorry. No. Well, it was for the
lovely video, but don't do
it was for the purpose of just going through the process. Well, I'll do it. Just go through the process. I won't. I promise you, I won't start that video. It's frightening. So there you go. So I've now chosen to upload a video, and then yeah, that's good. Oh, yeah, maybe that was a bad decision.
You can do other things while it's uploading.
Yeah, you can do. Yeah, but it's just 6 gig. So that's gonna. I wish I'd never done that.
On a Wi-Fi connection.
On a Wi-Fi connection, yeah.
Whoops.
Major flaw.
When you're uploading videos, do you always hard cable?
No, it's just because we were just having problems with the internet. Well, only because it was.
Oh no!
And right now, John T will be getting an email saying Joanna and Craig final.mp4 being uploaded to Lacrosse, and he'll be like, "What?
Why is that?
How big?" Yeah. So basically,
so there's no option of cancelling that.
Well, I wanted to go through the process to see if there was one, and there isn't. No. So, but I would presume you wouldn't be uploading 6 gigs worth of video in one go. But anyway, if you click on the video, yes, let's leave this page. Basically, you've got publish and draft, the same as the other one.
Yeah.
There's your video, there's your title, that's the duration of the video, your summary, description. Now, where you've got tags here, you've got all channels in Team England, so you can add tags, which we'll get to in a minute. Click on basic information, there's the title, short description, and there's the main description. So from an SEO perspective, you get to put 2 in. Add headings and links with markdown formats. So if you want to do any sort of bold and underlined and that sort of stuff and tabulated, then you can use markdown and put that detail in if you know the markdown content. Tags, all channels in Team England. So if you put copy there and put Craig's wedding, then
Cats or kittens.
or cats or kittens, yeah, cute kitten, then you can make those changes, click update, and then
It tells you to please fill out that.
ignore that. And then again, publish and draft, and that's it really from a video perspective. It's quite simple really in terms of what you need to do, and then the big button there, which I think deletes. So if you click settings, yeah, again it's English Lacrosse, and you can edit that and change the key. That's the API key which you use for your video theme, which is already in, so at least you know where it's come from, should you delete it by accident. If you want to leave this space, and a space is an account, so if you want to leave the account for whatever reason, click that and it will delete your account or your user profile on that account. And then what you need to do, Sam, is email Naomi, say you tested it by accident, and then we'll create another user account for you, and then you'll be all right. because it is tempting. I have done it to see if it works. If you want to invite a new member, yet again, so if you want to invite Caroline, then you put Caroline's email there, you invite, and essentially you are inviting Caroline into that space.
So, are we doing this to give them access to the WordPress as well? So
no,
those
this is access to only the IO space. Yeah, yeah. And treat it like you would do normal Media Tank, which is you never did that anyway. You know, why would you, unless you really, really trust somebody inside the organisation to give them access to stuff that they can go and delete?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
So would you give this out? Oh, yeah, well, we don't anyway, so it's fine.
No, you two would have access to this.
Yeah, the only thing that we might do is if we start working with some video contributors.
Yeah, but we used to.
When we go to BMC and ask them who does their videos and ask them to do them across.
Yeah, but and if you do have contributors, then you would want them to upload their content to your YouTube channel.
Right.
So create a channel within YouTube.
Yeah.
Get them to upload or get them to share the content with you.
Yeah.
Put that content inside that channel, and then create a channel within the video theme, and then upload all that content into that space.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. But if they were doing like official videos for us, they could put them straight in the IO space.
Yeah, could do. Yeah, lots to. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Yeah. And yet again, is that person a publisher or are they an admin? So again, so you could do that. You could create an account, make them a publisher. So all they can do is upload content.
They can only upload as a publisher.
They can only upload content. Yeah. So your embed settings, again, no different to Media Tank, apart from the fact you get player size, so you can choose your different ratios for player. So it's fluid, so it will adapt, obviously.
Right.
Pixels, so that's all to do with your left, your height, your width, if you want to do a custom size. Player colours, so your primary colour for the player, the slider, the panel colour. Do you want it to autoplay? Do you want to allow the video content to be downloaded? Yeah, again, you can do that if you want to. Some people do, some people don't. And also on the player window, do you want to be able to show controls? So if it's an autoplay, it will just play automatically and they will not be able to stop it if you don't show the player controls. Oh, yeah. You will watch this 30-second advert. Can I click off? No. It's like the old school video. What's it? The old school HTML. And it said, please click here to stop. And every time the play button just moved around the screen. And then the video stops. Brilliant. And then obviously you can, any changes that you make, you can then submit. And then analytics, all the content is transitioned into Google Analytics, so you can put your tracking ID in there, and then you can get all your plays, fast forward, rewinds, all that sort of stuff. All that goes
That's
into
good.
there.
That's really good.
I wonder if I could actually. I'll show you this so you can see how that works. So where it appears, if you do that, and it hooks up inside events,
right,
and inside top events, and then what you have is Media Tank. Click Media Tank, and then from within here you can see percent played, number of plays, start, end, seek, start. So people are fast forwarding. People have paused. What popular dimensions, any errors that have happened when people have been playing as well, who has made it full screen, and also if you click event label, you can then start to see the names of the videos, so using Redex, using Holt's Gun Gun, blah 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 blah, and if you click on using Redex, then what it does, it takes that video on its own and says these are the number of plays and starts, so you can start to see who's interacting with the video content.
That's really good.
Will that pull data through if you shared that to YouTube as well?
Do you mean if you pull video from YouTube into the theme?
Either way, yeah. Does that?
I don't know actually. I would assume it would do, yeah. Making that right. Yeah. You should come and work here, Tom. Actually, I thought. Yeah.
Tom.
I know. Where
You're
did?
thinking,
Full of
is
silly
that?
ideas.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, that wasn't.
Everyone
No,
knows
you've
what's
Yeah.
got another. You've got
Yeah.
a client from Tom.
Sorry, Sam. You should come and work here. You've got some good ideas. Come out here.
Your favourite client, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So yes, that's where that comes out. So that's good. And really, I mean that's IO. And if you've got videos, then you can. There you go. But this is searching all.
Oh no, yours. No, I know exactly what that is because you've got all the spaces.
He's got
No, this.
Philip video.
No, Jonty said because we've got our own space that goes across all those spaces. Basically, it searches globally across all the spaces.
Yeah. So basically, when you do a search, it will only pull back FIL Rathbones.
You only have
This is
one
I've
space.
got access to all the spaces.
I don't know. I'll look at that.
What's that? What?
That one
That
there.
Team England fashion living profile.
Balmead Park.
Yeah.
It might be just dummy content we've put in
Um,
because this is just our account, as in so we've got loads of different things where we've played around with things.
Yeah.
So when
This is my account.
Yeah, you've got like however many clients, test stuff. So it might just be that.
Yeah. So there's all the spaces of content that I'm pulling in from that search. Whereas yours will just be obviously lacrosse stuff. So that's how the search works.
Good stuff.
And on BMC TV, when your search is there as well, if you're looking to do videos on how to get into lacrosse, how to play lacrosse, how to hold the stick, how to do this, what sort of movement, and if you then do how-to videos when you're titling them, then it comes up as a bit of an education piece for you. So you could then create a channel around how-to, and then obviously do a bit of a campaign around that. So if you are trying to get into lacrosse, if you're an umpire or whatever, then here's some short videos that you could do watching that's going to help with your training.
It's really good.
And they're just nice formats. And
I'm really impressed with BMC's video content.
They work really hard.
They've got, it's really impressive.
What's the actual video quality like?
It's full HD.
No, but you get the production value.
How do you mean?
Like, is it professionally produced or just
Some of it is, yeah. Some of it is done by, like this piece to camera is just a simple tripod thing. So they've gone out, found this old bloke who does a lot of mountain walking, and said, can you do some stuff for us? How to use a GPS device?
Really nice.
Me.
Because he's got it on live, so
What do you mean going on?
he's got a live stream on his computer to show you.
Oh, right.
So because that's on, it's kind of
I've had to kill it.
feeding back
Yeah,
there.
there it is. Yeah.